guys, it's Bella, the Maker Mama boss lady behind Bella's Custom Crochets, and today I'm going to be showing you how to fix a KnitPicks ball winder that has slipped gears. Basically, there's a bunch of little gears inside here that make it turn, and if they come unaligned, your cakes aren't going to be pretty. They're going to be a horrible, terrifying, snaggly mess. Insert terrifying photo. But this is also going to be kind of a review, because I would say that if I had known that this was going to happen multiple times, I believe I purchased this in early 2019 or spring of 2019, and it is now summer of 2020, and the thing has done this twice already. So only a little bit over a year old, and it's broken twice. So I would say purchase yourself a nice wooden ball winder. But if you do have a KnitPicks ball winder and this happens to you, I'm going to show you how to fix it. You just need the ball winder itself and a Phillips head screwdriver to remove a couple bits. Let's see if we can get this working again. Okay, so I realize this is a very strange camera angle and you have to look at my toes, I'm sorry. But it's attached to an edge of a table, as a ball winder usually is. It's got a little screw there. But to take it apart, there's a couple steps. First, we're going to remove this center column. Spoiler alert, I have loosened it a little bit because it's kind of a pain to get off. But something you should know about this is I believe it screws in backwards, because it's usually righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? And this is righty-loosey. So we're going to turn it to the right to remove it, and it has just these two little nubs. So we're going to remove that. And then to get into the gear bit, we have to remove this center screw. So we're going to take our screwdriver and just get that out of there. This is easier if you have somebody holding it for you, or if you leave it clamped to the table for now. Ooh, and then don't lose any of your pieces. I'm going to drop that inside the column so it doesn't get knocked anywhere. So then we take that little plastic plate off. And just be very careful you don't break anything while you're doing this. I believe I have heard that KnitPicks will send you a replacement if you get in contact with them, but honestly, I think I want to buy a different ball winder at this point. So I'm going to look to get that fixed. I'm going to try and zoom in here. I don't know if you can see, but right in here, I think you can see, this is the little gear that it's supposed to be, you know, spinning on, and it has slipped off. So to get that back in there, we're going to need to loosen one more screw underneath. You might notice that there's a bunch of fuzz and stuff in there. You can take the fuzz out, but anything that looks like grease is in there on purpose to make it spin, also to maybe make it fall off the track. But I've been told not to remove the grease. So if you see grease in there, do not go in and wipe it out because you need it. At this point, it's probably easiest to take it off the table because we have to get the screw underneath. It's really just an awkward angle in general, but we're going to loosen this one. We are not removing it. You don't want to take it all the way off or you're going to have major alignment issues. But I found that if you hold this with your hands, it kind of hurts because it's sharp, but you kind of have to hold that still. Get the arm out of the way. Not ideal, guys. Not ideal at all. Hold it and then loosen the screw up a little bit just so we can pop that gear back in place. Do not remove. I repeat, do not remove. Just gently push from behind. Yeah, I definitely need to loosen that more. Okay. Nope, gonna loosen it some more. Just do it till it goes back together. Holding this every which way. I wonder this tutorial. Oh, now the light's falling over.
3 hours later.
All right, full disclosure, guys, we got it back together, but after trying to loosen the screw on the back, we realized the screw inside was stripped, which, you know, plastic on metal. Yeah. So ultimately my husband forced it in there. We both sat there trying to unscrew it for like 20 minutes and it was just not happening. So he made it happen, but you should be able to. If it's the first time that this has happened to you, the first time I fixed it, it was no problem to loosen it and pop it back in. But just know that the screw may strip over time. And also I should say that anything you do to it, I think voids, I'm talking really badly, this was frazzling. Voids your warranty with KnitPicks, but I'm pretty sure that was only for a year anyway, and mine's older than that. So just keep that in mind. We bent a steel crochet hook trying to pop it back in there. Ultimately, JoJo just like shoved it back in, but it's in there now. So for the sake of just showing you how it goes back together, I'm going to put it back together, but I'm terrified to actually put yarn on it because who knows at this point. 2020, man. So we gotta put the plate back on. screw this little guy back in. And like I said, the first time I fixed it, it did work fine and it held up for about another 3 months at that point. So if you even just need to buy yourself some time before one comes in the mail, this is a quick fix. But ultimately, this is going to count as a review for 1 out of 10 stars. Don't get a KnitPicks ball winder if you can avoid it. It's budget friendly, but this is what you end up with. So get that back on there. Pop the column back in. Remember, it turns backwards. Or it doesn't turn at all. Maybe I went the wrong way. There we go. Okay. So at this point, it's spinning. It's working. You should be able to wind yarn, but proceed with caution. Maybe just start and do a little bit. Don't go crazy. Yeah, so that's how you fix a KnitPicks ball winder. I do not recommend it unless it's really the only thing you can fit in your budget or just need to use it for a little while or a backup. But I'm a crochet designer and I use it quite a bit. So I'm going to get me a good one. I may get in touch with KnitPicks and let them know what happened. But from what I can tell, this is something that happens to these. So that's my little review and fix-it tutorial. I hope you found this helpful. You can like and subscribe to this channel for more crochet and yarn content. Usually I'm not taking things apart, but I hope this helped you guys. I hope it doesn't happen to you, but if it does, I hope you get it back together. Thanks guys, see you next time, bye.